Young Turks, brought to you by Busted Tees. New Jersey Supreme Court has ruled, it was a split decision, but they have ruled that a drunk driver who gets into a car accident can sue the restaurant or the bar that overserved him or her. Okay, where's the personal responsibility there? And how do you decide whether or not the bar definitely did overserve someone? And this is why I asked that question. Because there are, of course, people, when they get drunk, it's very obvious. Like people like me. If I have too much to drink, I get extremely talkative and sloppy, and I'm touchy-feely with everyone. It's not a good situation. But what happens if you are a bar owner or a bartender and someone is extremely drunk, but you can't tell? So they ask for another drink, and you give it to them, right? Or what if somebody got several different drinks from a different bartender, and then they came to you and got their last drink, and then they get into a car accident? It doesn't make any sense. The person who gets drunk and makes the decision to get into their car or their motorcycle or any vehicle, that's their fault. That's their responsibility.
Yeah, so the key, there are two laws here. There's a 1997 amendment to the auto insurance law in New Jersey that keeps drunk people from recovering damages from injuries that they sustain. Mm-hmm. So like if you're drunk and you are in an accident, you can't then sustain, you can't try then to collect damages from that because you were drunk. But then there's another law that a lot of places have in 1987 that says that you can hold bars responsible. That's true in a lot of places, that bars can be held for negligently over-serving. That's the key word there, is the bar.
Negligent.
The bar would try to say that it wasn't negligent, like if a person sits down and doesn't appear drunk. A lot of people aren't like you. Like they serve you, there's no question Anna's drunk, but a lot of people can sit down and seem okay and then knock back a couple drinks and they're wildly drunk.
Right.
So it's tough because how do you prove negligence, non-negligence? It's a tricky thing. And the court decided that these two things aren't that there isn't a conflict between the two because they both they both have the same desire, which is to have a bunch of laws to prevent people from going out and driving drunk, which is the intent of both. And
because of this decision, the Brick Man will be able to sue Tiffany's bar.
Brick Man happy.
What if Brick Man is bar hopping?
Right.
And he goes to 4 different bars.
That's right.
You know, what if he pre-drinks and he drinks too much before, then he has one drink out and he's done?
That's right.
It's ridiculous. Or what if he stops at the liquor store on the way home? There's a lot of stupid things drunk people do.
Yep.
And then, so the last thing that he had isn't necessarily what was given to him at the last bar or restaurant.
Yeah, you could hold all of them responsible.
Oh, that's so stupid.
It depends. Again, the key word there is negligence. And so you'd have to prove that they were negligent, and if he clearly was drunk. But, you know, they don't give a sobriety test. It's tough, those laws. They're very tough to hold those people responsible. Sometimes, I guess, it doesn't happen a lot. And so sometimes it's obvious. Like you see a bunch of guys at a bar, and they're knocking it back, and they're obviously drunk, and the bartender keeps serving them, they're having a good time, and then they go out and they get drunk, and they hurt somebody, or God forbid, kill somebody. Then you probably can make a case. Like, how are you serving these guys? But sometimes it's unclear. And I'm sure there are bartenders who think that they've been held responsible for when they just simply couldn't tell. Or what if you're a bartender and there's 38 people at the bar?
Right.
And maybe they are getting drunk. And maybe somebody bought a drink and gave it to them. You know, it's very tricky.
If you're looking for a cool t-shirt, all you have to do is go to bustedtees.com. Pop culture, politics, science fiction. Some of their t-shirts have been featured in movies like Knocked Up and in television shows like Scrubs. Their shirts are made in the United States and they're sweatshop free. So if you want to pick up one of these snazzy tees, all you have to do is go to bustedtees.com, enter promo code YOUNGTURKS, and you get 10% off your order.